All right, we ready? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Wow. Get in here. Get in here. Everybody get in here. Because it's time for a legendary show. All right. What's popping, everybody? What is popping? What is popping? How is everybody doing? Okay. We're chilling today. What's today? Today's Monday. Child, mind you, I don't know what happened with this shirt. Mind you, I steamed it, I ironed it, and she just decided that she was gonna just not do right. So we're just gonna do what it do, okay? But yes, what is popping to the people out there? So we're gonna get into some things really quickly. Honestly, and if we have enough time, we'll open the chat up and we'll talk about some other things as well. But I just wanted to come chill with you guys because I haven't talked to you guys all weekend. It's been a crazy weekend. First things first, hopefully everyone's Labor Day weekend is going great. For me, I said I wasn't doing anything. I lied. I did something Friday, and it took me all the way out. Like, it took me out, child. It took me out to the point where, you know, to be honest with you, I was asleep all day Saturday. No, wait, I'm saying, I keep getting my days wrong. I keep feeling like today's Sunday. No, I was asleep all day Sunday. I went out Saturday and I was asleep all day Sunday. Yesterday, I was asleep all day. Now, today, I'm up, and I was like, okay, let's get in here. Let's key. Let's cackle. Let's get into some things, all right? Let's just chill. I mean, it's going to be like a chill show, but we got to get into some things, all right? And I woke up this morning. Well, first of all, I'll tell you a little bit about my weekend. So we went to a day party. The day party was cool. Met some people. Then they ended up inviting us to a pool party in Hollywood. Now, what was interesting, I go to the pool party, and actually one of the guys from the host of the pool party was one of the guys who was actually auditioning for the Bad Boys of Houston. I don't remember his name, but he got into the fight with Rails. Kind of got beat up a little bit. He was kind of like the conservative African-American guy, well-spoken, shorter. Anyway, I think his name was David. Well, he had a party. We ended up going to this party. It was pretty cool, pretty chill. You know what I mean? Nice spot. It was dope. It was a vibe. It was cool. Great people. Food, music, everything was chill. It was nice. Me, I'm like, oh my God, you're the, mind you, at this point I'm drunk because I've been drinking all day. So I'm like, oh my gosh, you're the guy from the Bad Boys party. You're, just like, wow. You know what I mean? And he kind of looked at me and I was like, are you on the show? And he was like, I can't say. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then so I went outside, right? I guess his friend was like, hey, can we talk? And I was like, okay. I felt like I was getting in trouble or something. He was like, yeah, just, mind you, he didn't invite me, so I got invited by a friend of a friend, right? So he's like, yeah, just in case, just don't mention the party anymore. Just don't mention the show. Don't bring anything up. I mean, even though he liked it, just don't talk about it. I'm like, okay, girl, I guess I won't talk about it. I guess, you know what I mean? A little bit of me got like in my feelings a little bit, but then I was like, you know what? I probably wouldn't like all that all the time either. I did fan out, but a piece of me wanted to be petty, like, girl, it's not even giving all that, girl. It was just a clip, baby. Like, girl, you know what I mean? Like, it was like, that was my energy a little bit, because it was almost like, girl, when you get invited to a place and you're a friend of a friend, you try to disarm the host of the party or the host of the house so that you're like, I come in peace, you know what I mean? Like, you don't know me, but I'm cool. So let me give you some compliments, you know what I mean? But I really don't care, but I'm just trying to, not be awkward. But I guess I made it awkward anyway. Like, that's me, because I really could have cared less. But you know what I mean? I just try to go in like, hey, this is me. Hi. It's good. I've been invited by someone. You don't know me, but, we're good. And I actually ended up doing the exact opposite. But either way, it ended up being a good time. They ended up having a barbecue the next day. But I was just so gone. Like, child was in my bed. Child said, forget it. I'm not going. But anyway, so that was my weekend. And then today I'm chilling, and I was on Instagram, and then, looking and getting all the tea from everybody else who had maybe even more fun than me, because all the gays, all the blacks, all the girls, everybody who was anybody was in Atlanta this weekend. And it's been like this ever since I've been gay and knowing about, prides and things like that. Like, the girls be outside. Okay. Well, Um. Anyway, so we got a couple of things I want to talk about. I forgot what the third topic was, but who cares? I'm sure you guys will have a lot to talk about. We can talk about. We might do an open chat. I really want to save the Nicki Minaj stuff for another day because I see a lot of it happening online and it's building and it's building. I mean, if you guys want to talk about it, you can when we open up the calling lines. But I want to talk about the Zeus Network stuff. And then I want to talk about, because this is some tea. This is some interesting tea. And I also want to talk about the Tiffany Haddish. Now, I want to tell you guys, for anybody that's out there that is in this space now or wanting to be in this space and wanting to know, is this an easy job? You know, living in a city where you're going to run into these people and just being in the industry and then wanting to build your platform. This is when the job gets hard. Because everybody that we're talking about today, I've either met and and they're super cool, you know what I mean? And, you know, they are connected to someone I've worked with or would like to work with in the future. And so, but at the same time, you have to be able to speak. Like everyone in, you know, that we're talking about, all the characters that we're talking about today, for the most part, either I've met them before, I've had them on my show, I've done their show, or we're intertwined some way. But at the same time, I have to tell myself, listen, I have to be me, and I cannot allow my opinion to be swayed by an idea or an opportunity that may or may not come through. You know, I'm like, girl, at the end of the day, I'm the one that's feeding myself at this point. And so I can't be leaning for one side to the other side in hopes that somebody, you know, that's dangling or, you know, something over my head may or may not, you know, bump that. You know what I'm saying? So I just, you know, it just gets to be, it's one of those things where you like, okay, I just have to be true to myself and I can't be chasing bones. Like, I can't say this because I want to be cool with you. I can't say this because I got to, like, girl, pay it. Like, I'm at that point with everything and everybody, okay? So, you know, this is the part of the job where, you know, if you feel some type of way, you feel some type of way. And I don't care, you know, because we got to talk about it. And I can't be silenced because I'm not being paid, okay? So let's just, but people always want to know, like, when does it get hard? This is one of those things where it gets hard. Because, you know, I kind of like met these people before, so it is what it is. So anyway, let's talk about the Tiffany Haddish piece for the most part. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, so Tiffany Haddish breaks her silence on the assault grooming lawsuit. The actress expressed her deep regret over being involved in the skit, okay? So let me read you what Tiffany Haddish says. Okay, I know people have a bunch of questions. I get it. I'm right there with you. But unfortunately, because there's an ongoing legal case, there's very little I can say right now. True. But clearly, while the sketch was intended to be comedic, it wasn't funny at all. And I deeply regret having agreed to act in it. I really look forward to being able to share a lot more about this situation as soon as I can. I think that was fine. You know what I mean? But I'm really big on like the way that people put the words together. And I get it. I mean, nothing that she said was wrong. But it almost comes across like it wasn't funny at all. And I deeply regret having agreed to act in it. And I'm almost like, well, it wasn't my fault. It was his fault. I just agreed to it. Girl, you were in on it. You know what I mean? Like it almost kind of like she was trying to make it seem like, well, I was just the secondary, but this was the primary. You know what I mean? Take responsibility for it, because not only was it that skit, Tiffany, there was the allegations of you teaching the little girl, you know, how to suck and eat this and eat that. And someone brought it to my attention that Tiffany Haddish, and I forgot about Girls Trip, but that was her thing, you know, eating fruit in a very sexual way. Remember that grapefruit? And then she had everybody eating a grapefruit. And so she was sexually eating the food then. You know, and so when the girl came out and said she was teaching the girl how to, you know, eat a sandwich, in a provocative way, you have to remember that's part of Tiffany's shtick. She's always eating food in a sensual way. So my thing is, girl, you were in on it, and this is not just an isolated incident at the end of the day. And people keep bringing up the mother, why did the mother do this? Or if the mother got paid. I don't care if the mom got paid $1 million. A mom, listen, it does not matter. A mom cannot offer up her child to me for money and me go and have my way or do what I want to do with the child. And then if something comes out to be wrong, they're going to say, well, the mom pretty much stole the kid or took the payment. So then what? I get off with it? No, the mom is just as trash. But it still doesn't negate the fact that even if the mom is trash, I'm still trash for participating. Okay? So at the end of the day, you could say what you want to say about the mom, this, that, and the third. At this point, that's a secondary conversation because you as the adult in the situation, this is your career on the line. This is your baby. This is you. You're on camera. You're in the skit. We can do a bunch of hypotheticals and we can do a bunch of guess and check methods to figure out was the mom involved, was she not involved? But we do know one thing for sure. And two things for certain is that Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears was in that video, in that skit, and that little boy had his legs spread open. And it was very uncomfortable. So let's not deviate too far from the conversation and from the facts, because we can talk about a bunch of facts that we got to pull together and string together to push our narrative. But the one fact that we don't need to debate is the fact that there was a video skit that involved Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears and a little boy in a very uncomfortable way. Nobody can deny that fact. Nobody can dispute that fact because we've all seen it. Well, a lot of us have seen it with our own eyes. Now, I see people saying that was 10 years ago, 9 years ago, 8 years ago, 5 years ago. I don't care if it was, 10 minutes ago, 10 years ago. It does not matter. It still happened. Things like uncomfortable situations affect people 50 years later. People deal with trauma and things like that all of their life. Some of you guys, well, not just you guys, a lot of us walk around talking about healing from childhood trauma. A lot of us ain't children. The only reason why we know that it's childhood trauma because we have terrible adult lives. And when it comes to relationships and communication, we're still traumatized from the things that maybe have happened 10, 15, 20 years ago that we haven't healed from. So you talking about something that happened 9 years ago as if that somehow negates the seriousness of it or takes away the seriousness of it is completely ridiculous. It doesn't matter. The fact is that it happened and the kid is still a minor to this day. So it doesn't matter when it happened and it can be very much traumatizing. And so, people talking about, how long ago it was. Why does that matter? Bill Cosby did stuff a very long time ago. He went to jail for it. So did R. Kelly. So, when people start trying to throw out timelines as if time doesn't heal everything. Sorry, people still dealing with trauma from decades ago, okay? These people die at old age that never got over what happened when they was 5 years old. So miss me with that. And it's over 2,000 of us in this chat. And you can't tell me that you're not still working through some issues or haven't had to work through some issues from when you were a child. That was way further than 9 years ago. So let's be very clear. Tiffany Haddish, maybe because, she's a woman and she has a more feminine energy. So you're just like, she was like the co-star. Who cares? Aries Spears is trash. Disgusting. But it doesn't seem that he has much to lose because I mean, who knew about Aries Spears until we had the Lizzo moment. I really didn't know about him. Tiffany Haddish is an A-list celebrity, an A-list star, and it's almost it's unacceptable. You know what I mean? And you feel away. And so, you know, heavy is the head that wears the crown. So of course she's taking the brunt of this because like she's the bigger star. Does it make sense? Is it okay? No. But, you know, they were both wrong. You know, and it's not enough acting in this world that would make me want to, you know, put on an independent skit like that. You know, and so it'll be interesting to see how this whole lawsuit thing comes out. Hold on, I didn't even put her dang picture up here, child. Is this it? Yeah. So at the end of the day, I don't know what should happen to Tiffany Haddish. I'm not gonna just say sit up here and, you know, cancel her, but I'm not interested. I'm like, girl, I don't know. That's weird. Like, I don't know. Why would you? I don't know. I'm more uncomfortable just because I'm like, she said it was, and the thing is, she said this was meant to be funny. What's funny about a kid being taken advantage of? Why even try to make that funny? I mean, I understand a dark humor, but, you know, I mean, I would have been better off if she was saying they were trying to bring awareness, bring light to. But no, she called it for what it was. We were trying to be funny. And so for the fact that you were trying to be funny, to me, it makes it even more sickening. Like, what in your mind? This wasn't even like, I can understand if this was like a serious acting role and you had to play this predator. But no, you thought this was like a comedy. No. I don't know what you could say, how this could be spun. And I'm not saying it like, oh, it's a fake outrage. I literally was like uncomfortable. And I know if this was a man, just a total, like if it was two men or like it was like, if it was an A-list celebrity man in this situation and that was a little girl, it would be over for him. Not only would it be over for him, they would somehow end up finding more girls out of the woodwork speaking out. Then there would be a documentary and a series, then a breakdown, and everybody would be going in on this man. But because this may be a woman, it's kind of like, you know, it's okay, you know, blame Aries solely. And I just think that, you know, he's trashing up, but he's clout chasing off the situation. I don't know if he has as much to lose, but he still needs to be held accountable. I don't know where Tiffany Haddish goes from here. I do believe that her friends in the entertainment business will continue to lift her up as they should. It'll be interesting to see, you know, what her friends, you know, like Charlemagne and, you know, Kevin Hart, you know, how they feel or what they would say, if they will say anything. Yeah, so this is an interesting thing. We'll just keep watching. We'll continue to watch. My thing is this, though. This lawsuit will be interesting because the thing is this, they're trying to paint this off as a shakedown, a monetary shakedown from the mother. And let's go with that. Even if this is a shakedown, right? Even if this is like some sort of monetary shakedown on the mom's behalf, it still doesn't negate the trauma that it induces in the child, because the child ain't the mother ain't the child. So you can't tell me how that little boy feels, regardless if the mom trying to get money or not. That little boy was the one in the skit, not the mama. So people keep talking about this is money, this is for money from the mom, but Bump that. What about the actual kids that were involved that are actually adults now and have to relive that, or grown or young adults or teenagers, and they're at a point where they're like, wow, this happened. Now I got to go figure out how I feel. I feel different. You know, this was weird. This was a situation. This is something that I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting. You know, what happens then? Like, let's take the mom out. Let's take the money out. Let's take the shakedown out. What about the kid? You know what I mean? Does that person matter? So it'll be interesting, but I think that that's the angle that they're going to be trying to pin on Tiffany. I mean, on the mom. Like, well, the mom got paid. She just wants money. What does that have to do with the son that was in the skit? And he was over there stroking the toy. Somebody taught him that. You cutting the newspaper out like butt cheeks on the little boy. Huh? You got him spreading his legs open. Somebody taught him that. You know, when you see them little kids, they be fast. And you be like, oh, who taught you that? Little kids start running up to you, kissing in the mouth. You're like, girl, what did you know about that? Little kids talking nasty and stuff. Where did you hear that? Where did you learn that from? Somebody taught you that. Yeah, somebody taught him that. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes. Okay. I don't know what happens to Tiffany Haddish. I don't know. I'm not here to be like, oh, you know, take everything from her, but she definitely should be held accountable. And I don't know what that looks like. I guess you would have to figure out, you know. Oh, and another thing, we did have like a legal student or a law student come into the chat. And they kind of gave us some information. And, you know, and this could be true. I like what they said. They said a lot of people say, well, why don't people file criminal suits? And they just do the civil ones. And so when people file civilly, it makes it look like they just clout chasing for money. But I think, I don't remember exactly what she said, but she basically said that sometimes filing civilly is the only option that people have. And so sometimes they can't file it the other way, or I don't know, it's harder. Or it's something about the fact that they can only sometimes do it civilly, for whether it's like a time thing or this or that. Like, everyone can't always file it like criminal charges. And so, so sometimes the civil way is the only option. And so, you know, and I do believe that people should be compensated for certain things. Like, we got to stop acting like people should not be paid for their trauma. Now, obviously, people will try to get over. I'm not saying that people don't try to get over, but I do feel like, you know, there's nothing wrong with being compensated for your trouble. It is what it is. And so sometimes people are left with the only option that they have is a civil situation. And so it's not like, oh, I'm just trying to do a quick money grab. Probably that's the only way we could go. But people like to make it seem like, oh, this is civil, they just want money. You know? So I don't know. We'll be listening, we'll be watching, we'll be paying attention. I don't know how this goes. But we'll see. Okay. Here's the tea. Hold on, let me send this out really quick. Hold on. Hold on, I'm getting texts. Hold on, I'm getting facts. Hold on. Hold on. One moment. Okay. Now, y'all gonna have to follow me with this one. Y'all gonna have to follow me with this one. Are y'all ready? Y'all really gonna have to follow me with this one. Okay, buckle up because there's a lot going on with this. So the Zeus network apparently crashes Milan Christopher's booking. This is a mess. Okay. Now, Milan went live. I got some questions, some statements from people. Natalie Nunn went live, but y'all know they be doing a lot of cursing. So I'm not playing the lives. So y'all just gonna have to trust that I'm putting it together right. Okay. We're just gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it because they do way too much cursing in their live streams for me to be going back and forth playing it. Okay. So it was Labor Day weekend. Okay. It's Labor Day weekend. Milan has a booking at Traffic or something, just whatever club. Okay. And so Natalie Nunn was being honored for an award at Piedmont Park, okay? But the Zeus Network had bookings too. There's so many clubs out there. The Zeus Network had bookings. Everybody had stuff. Natalie Nunn got an award, like a Pioneer Award, I believe. Jocelyn Hernandez got a Pioneer Award. I'm not going to hold you. I don't know what those awards mean or what they're for. No shade, but they got those. They got those awards. Okay. I could see Natalie maybe because the bad boy stuff. I'm not really sure why Jocelyn will be rewarded. I don't know what she's done for the community and how she's a pioneer for the LGBTQ community, other than maybe being a cackle and entertaining. So if that's the case, then girl, I'm with it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what this is, but we're gonna go with it. They got awarded. It is what it is. So they were out, doing their thing, getting awards, okay, and getting bookings, okay. So they were outside. It was Natalie Nunn, Krishan, Blueface, and so Blueface and Krishan. Like I said, they're all hella cool. Like Blueface, cool. Krishan, cool. Like they were cool, and so they apparently they're filming a show, Krishan and Blueface, which I think makes total sense. They might as well get the show. Before Zeus might as well get the show before someone else gets it. You know what I mean? I'm definitely going to be here for the Krishan and Blueface show. They should have had a show because they give us a show every other week on the blogs and the tabloids. So I think that is perfect for them. And I'm also hearing that they're at a point where, they're trying to break Krishan's music, like a Cardi B story kind of thing, kind of like, come from the bottom, you know what I mean? And then boom, here we are, the star. Now, one thing I will say about Krishan though, before she became the celebrity Krishan that we know, like you look up those old pictures of her, she definitely, she's not a bad looking girl now, but I'm saying like she was beautiful and she looked very well kept, very clean cut, body was banging, looked like she was running track. Like she was like a gorgeous girl. Looked like she was very clean, like, and had a huge, like a bright future. So I'm hoping that this music thing, like eventually she'll transition over and be back to that girl, because she looked like she was a girl at one point that was really going places. So I definitely see a polish. Once she polishes up, she's not going to be anything to play with, you know what I mean, because she's a beautiful girl. So they're out, Lemuel's out, whatever, so they're just bopping around, and I think Bobby Lights is with them as well. So apparently Milan is at his booking, right? And the Zeus Network shows up to the booking to Milan's. And I'm like, well, why would that happen? And so apparently Milan noticed that the Zeus Network came to his booking, grabbed the microphone, and said, I just want to apologize. DJ, cut the music. DJ, I would like to apologize for not a mother effing thing. This is my city. It's ATL ho, and talking crap on the mic. Okay, and then Lemmy grabbed the mic or was handed the mic, and then he started talking about, he's a boss. Let's go. He can buy everybody. He gonna buy 20 bottles of liquor. You know what I mean? And you can hear him a little bit through the. Now, this is where also they were saying the crowd was booing. Now, there was one video where it seemed like it was just Milan Christopher's people booing, but now you could hear a few more people booing. Now, Milan did exaggerate a little bit and said they were throwing bottles of Patron and water, this and the third. I didn't see all that. I did hear a little bit more booing in this video clip, okay? And so Lemmy is responding to Milan getting on the microphone. Okay, so let me play this. I can't hear nothing. Now, I'm not gonna hold you. Now I'm listening to it with the headphones and everything. That was a lot of booing. That was a lot of, it was so many boos, I couldn't hear what was being said. I'm not even finna hold you. That sounded like a lot. Okay. Now, I don't know. So Natalie jumps into the comments. Now, Natalie jumps into the comments and says, these fake boos. LOL, you guys be really funny on the internet, but I'd be damned if someone comes to my city and takes over my booking. Anyways, Milan, good luck with the hot boys of Atlanta. Okay, now, so she's insinuating that those are bought boos. I don't know if they're bought boos or edited boos or voiceover boos. But it did sound like a lot of boos. I don't know how I don't know how you fake a boo other than edit or bot. I don't know, but apparently these are fake boos. Okay. Okay. And Natalie, she's laughing at the hot boys of Atlanta because, Milan Christopher changed his name from the bad boys to the hot boys. Now, if you ask me, if you ask Milan will tell you he changed his name because, he wanted to. He didn't want to deal with no drama, and he didn't want them to be able to take it from him. So he changed it. But if you ask them, so he changed it. But in court, he could have kept it because, there's a lot of bad boys in the registry, over 600 something bad boys registered, in entertainment. Now, Natalie Nunn says they own bad boys within the reality TV space. So they're able to use that trademark licensing. And so Milan Christopher was not able to use that name. So he changed it. And she basically insinuated that Milan is lying. He lost in court and had to change that name. He got a letter. But Milan will tell you he changed it because he wanted to, and he actually did not. They did not make him, change his name. So I don't know what the true story is there. I feel like both sides kind of tell you a story based on what helps them look like they're right. Because I don't know if I believe all the way that Milan changed it for that, because then when Natalie says, well, we have bad boys in the reality space, that kind of makes sense. But then when you get to Natalie Nunn's story about, how they got to the club and what was going on into the club, I don't know if I believe that all the way either. So honestly, this story is going to really boil down to who or what you want to believe as the viewer. Okay, so let's get back to it. And so Milan apparently felt some type of way because Father Flex was up there, and he felt like, how did Lemmy get the microphone in the first place? Like, and why are y'all even at my club? Now, here's a sidebar. Now, I had heard that the reason why they went, and this is important, and this is allegedly, apparently the reason why they were at the club from several people, they told me, or what I had heard was, Bobby Lights had went out the night before, allegedly, to the after hours or somewhere like that around Atlanta. And apparently somebody slapped Bobby Lights, allegedly. Okay. And so the next day he wanted to go to the club. Okay, apparently somebody slapped Bobby Lights, and so I don't know if Bobby Lights was not with the whole crew at this time. I think he was out by himself, maybe at the after hours. So I reached out to Bobby Lights, and I asked Bobby Lights, I said, did you get into a fight? Did anybody slap you? Like, was there an altercation? Bobby Lights adamantly said that there was no altercation. That's all a lie. It's all false. He was set to be booked in Atlanta months prior to this. He's promoting the show, and I said, you know what, I totally feel you on that. I personally hate that you being kind of brought into this because you're just there trying to book your show. Milan Christopher and Bobby Lights don't have any problem. I don't know why somebody would slap Bobby Lights. If they did, I'm hearing that they feel like anybody that is associated with Zeus Network has a problem with Milan. So maybe it was one of Milan's friends or children or, Gabe Cousins' uncle apparently seen Bobby Lights and smacked Bobby Lights allegedly. But Bobby Lights is saying that is completely false. That came out of thin air. The reason why that is important is because Natalie Nunn then went on Instagram Live, but this is after I hit up Bobby Lights, okay? She went on Instagram Live, and then she went into explaining, how they got to the club. So we find out, so Natalie Nunn says she was getting her award. Okay, she was grabbing her award, at Piedmont Park. They had several bookings that day. Then there was a break in between bookings, and apparently they didn't want everybody to go to the hotel and get tired, so they were stopping at a booking to go home. To get some drinks. Bobby Lights suggested this place where suggested the party that Milan was at. So this is where it comes back like, well, I talked to Bobby, and Bobby said that he didn't get slapped. But then somebody told me that Bobby wanted to go to this club because he got slapped. But Bobby said that wasn't true. But then Natalie Nunn gets on live and says Bobby is the reason why they went to the club. So she says that Bobby suggested this place. And I don't know if she knew then, because Natalie says that she didn't even know that Milan was going to be at that booking. She just doesn't know. She was just, and I believe that she didn't know. She's not really tapped in like that. I believe Bobby knew. I believe that, Bobby's kind of, he's one of the it girls. He knows where the hot parties are. He knows where the girls are going to be at. Now Milan was saying that Natalie's and then, spots were pretty light. He was showing videos and stuff. I don't know if that was before or after. I don't know what time or at what point they were at their bookings. It did look a little bit lighter. So I don't know if that was before or after. But Bobby told Natalie and Lemmy and them where to go. So at this point, from what I'm getting from Natalie's live, that at some point she found out from Bobby that this is Milan Christopher's booking. So, because in my mind, you can't, this is the part with Natalie and the Zeus Network. We're not going to sit up here and act like we didn't know that Milan Christopher was going to be outside at some point. And when you found out that was going to be Milan Christopher's booking, because I don't feel like you found out, and I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know if you found out at the door, or I don't know if you found out when you were on your way. But to me, I feel like you kind of found out before you got there. And then but you proceeded to go when you found out. And I felt like you guys were going to make it a movie. You know what I'm saying? And so they found out. They went. I feel like, because if you really didn't want no problems, if you didn't want no drama, you guys could have went to another venue. There's so many, during that weekend, there's so much going on. Okay? And this is important. So they saying Bobby Light told them to go to the booking. Then later on, Bobby Light said, hey, it's Milan Christopher's booking. Then Natalie's like, whatever, we don't care. We don't have a problem with Milan. But you got to know, you guys are in court. So let's not, see, that's the part that kind of sends me when people start trying to act like they don't have problems with each other. You guys are battling in court and stuff for trademarks and going back and forth online. Y'all don't like each other. Y'all don't like each other. Of course it's going to be tension. Of course it's going to be a problem. Why sit up here and act like it's not going to be no tea? Y'all went over there. Zeus Network ran over there. Like, Lemmy wanted to flex his card, flex his muscle. Y'all filming Blueface and Krishan's show. Y'all got 20 security guards, camera crew, lights. It's a production. Y'all gonna go over there and y'all gonna shit on Milan at his booking. That's what y'all was gonna do. Like, let's just keep it 100. Even if that wasn't the intention, once you found out that was his booking, y'all was coming to shut it down. Period. Let's just, let's stop it. Let's stop. Okay? That's just what it was. And so at the end of the day, because then Milan, we got to go back to Milan's live. Milan is upset with the host a little bit because Milan is upset with the host a little bit because he's like, well, how did they get the mic? Now, this is the tea, because Natalie Nunn was saying, well, Chow, how do we have a bigger section? See, this is where I say they both leave out parts of the story that don't kind of benefit. Like, they kind of tell you what kind of benefits their side the most. Like Milan with the name and Natalie with this whole party thing. Because what they don't tell you is the whole thing was Father Flex, no shade, that's Big Sexy Friend. They don't really like me over here, but I got to keep it real. He kept it real. He kept it all the way 100. He was like, listen, nobody paid me. You know what I mean? People think I'm supposed to be running around giving microphones, this, that, and the third. Listen, Milan, I gave you the microphone because it's your booking. You pop your issue when you on the mic, whatever. But ain't nobody giving me no tip. Ain't nobody dropped no money in my Cash App. If people to drop me some money, they could have had a little bit more control over the microphone. So you really not checking me. But at the end of the day, he said, you got to really check the AC parties promote. And that AC is the party promoter, right? He said, because Zeus Network, the guy literally said Zeus Network came in. And the reason why they had the biggest section is because they bought out. Zeus bought out the party promoters section. They never had a section at that club. The party promoter apparently doesn't understand the social media thing. They're not online like that. So, because he went to the host went to the party promoter like, why would you invite Zeus Network here if you got them on Milan's night? He's like, I don't know nothing about that, but they paid me a cute coin for this section. Natalie said they paid $10,000 for that section. You cannot tell me, y'all, that's not going out for a drink. Y'all went out there to go shit on Milan. You guys went and bought the biggest section. So now Natalie's like, oh yeah, we shut it down. Well, you technically did shut it down. Y'all have the money, whatever. So they bought the section. And so then the Father Flex said pretty much they paid, and he said it on live, and now you're gonna make me pull this up. He said it on live. He said Zeus Network paid to sabotage Milan Christopher's booking. And see, in case somebody try me and try to say I'm lying, let me see if I can pull this up.
Last night, I would have told you that, Milan. And I said that. I said that on the mic. I'm fair. This is your booking.
Can y'all hear this?
If it was about loyalty,
Hold on. I'm gonna do one better. I'm gonna do one better for y'all. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Because I'm about to go get because I feel like somebody will try me on this, like I'm making this up. Hold on. I'm about to get the give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. I'm coming. Okay, can y'all hear me? Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. Okay, I'm about to turn this up real quick. Let me see. Let me see if I could get this. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Can y'all hear it? Why I can't hear it? Hold on, y'all. What happened? Where we at? What's going on? Oh, hold on. One more second. Oh, y'all can hear it? Oh, I can't hear it, dog. Why I can't hear it? Oh, y'all can hear me. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out why I can't hear it. Hold on, child. Oh, here we go. Y'all ready? Why I can't hear it? Can y'all hear it? Oh, they said they can only hear me. Why my thing not working? Dang. So we might not be able to, I might not be able to get y'all this. Dang, I tried, child. But y'all just gonna have to trust me on that. So he pretty much said, y'all just gonna have to trust me on that, child, because my thing is not working right now. So, okay, so my thing is not working with the sound, or we just gonna have to do it like this, the ratchet way.
Shit packed like that. I'm not about to be doing.
Hold on.
No flex, don't be on Zeus' dick. So no, he said what he said. They pay him. That's why he did it. Yeah, I don't be on Zeus' dick. I don't travel all the way to. The whole crowd is booing, and they got the microphone and they talking shit. And I'm like, why my brother up there telling him? Yeah, no, it was a whole nother situation, and I didn't even know a motherfucker even would record that. The cameras for Zeus was on Blueface, and that girl with the missing tooth, Krishan. Her name is Krishan. Right? They wasn't recording no one else, and I already made that clear. They wasn't recording no one else. So everybody who was trying to get a little piece of time, they wasn't recording. None of that shit is going to be aired on nothing. That is Krishan and Blueface's fucking shit. And I'm really confused of what Natalie, like, because I asked AC parties. I asked AC, I said, did you know about what was going on? You didn't be talking to AC because I told him, I said, this your fault. Right. Did you not know that Milan and Natalie is beefing? Right. Or Zeus or whatever, it's a conflict of interest. Why in the fuck would you allow them to come in? Absolutely. And he said, oh bro, I don't know nothing about that because AC not in the media. So he did not know nothing about that. AC, they bought his section. You seen that. The promoter didn't even have a section. So they paid a sickening coin just to try to sabotage your booking, I guess because you was on there, because that looks like what that was. Because that's a gay event. Yes, Natalie was you heard it. They paid a sickening coin to sabotage your event. So that's what they saying. So I don't make this stuff up. So get mad at your mama, don't get mad at me. Okay? That's what was said. Did you hear that? They said, how you the promoter with no section? Probably all the sections was gone, and the biggest section the promoter had, and he sold it to the Zeus network. Okay, and so that was the guy that was talking was the guy on the mic. He was the host of the night, the MC of the night, Father Flex. So he was the one, like he was the vibes curator of the night. So he was the MC of the night. Okay, and so he's saying that pretty much Zeus Network paid to flex on Milan Christopher. And I believe that they did. Like, it is what it is. Like, you're only there to get a couple of drinks, but then you come there with 20 security guards, microphones. I mean, well, Zeus, they show up like that every time they go out. It's cameras, it's lights, it's all of this. And then you pay $10,000 for the section. You knew Milan was there. Y'all wanted to flex on Milan. Y'all don't like Milan. Milan don't like y'all. Y'all beefing.
It is what it is. Bobby told y'all to go to that event. At some point, you found out that it was Milan's event. Y'all got really turned up. Milan got on the microphone when he realized that y'all was in there. He felt like y'all was coming in his space. He said what he said. Lemmy got on it and flexed his muscle, and that's what happened. That's what happened. Now this is some other tea. This is some other tea. Now, it's also being stated and being said under the radar because one of the things that Zeus Network, Lemmy said is that they got the #1 show. And this is where I have to be fair. Listen, and I'm not going to hate on nobody with no money because if you got money, you can do these things. You know, when you get money, you have a little bit more leverage over people, and it is what it is. But what I'm hearing is that the Zeus Network, so you guys know when you see you see the blogs like Hollywood Unlocked, It's On Site, The Neighborhood Talk. I don't know about them all, but when you see like the Zeus Network clips, those are not viral clips that the blogs are picking up. Those are paid for ads. Okay, and so allegedly, we have to say allegedly, the Zeus Network is kind to try to like topple the market. So allegedly, Zeus Network does not want any competition from other independent sites like specifically like Milan Christopher, maybe like the For Us Bias Network, the All Blacks, any of these kind of networks that kind of do the same kind of a lot of these streaming apps. So what they do, they will go to these different blogs that they are paying for promo. And shit, I'm thinking I need to start me a blog because some of these, according to Milan Christopher, it's being alleged that he is not being he cannot get his show promoted because Zeus Network pays some of these blogs $5,000 a week to promote their clips, and now they're paying them up to $10,000 a week for a non-compete agreement, which means you cannot post any other streaming kind of platform that is similar to what we do on your blog. So now we're going to pay you $10,000 to not post Milan Christopher. Hi, boys, we're going to pay you $10,000 not to post Megan James. Mind you, she was on Bad Girls Club. She's got the side chicks of Charlotte or something like that. The For Us Bias Network. And so he didn't go into what blogs those were. He also talked about how the blogs have told him, hey, I cannot post you because Zeus Network has paid me not to post you. And if the blog is the blog, they like, yo, this is what it costs, baby. And, money talks, butcher walks, they got the money. And so they're paying the blogs to remain the number. So it's a bit of payola. So my thing is, if I'm the blogs, I'm like, shoot, I'm not doing no non-compete. I'm doing For Us Bias, Milan Christopher, whoever. Now, if Zeus Network, you just gonna pay it out, you gonna pay for double slots, then okay, whoever got the most money win, or I'm gonna post everybody. Okay, but apparently Lemmy's like, I want to remain on top, so I'm gonna pay for it. And so when he talks about having the #1 show, do you authentically have the #1 show, or is it payola? I don't know. But we don't know. This is all allegedly, but this is how this game works. It's all optics, but there's a lot of strings and money and things being funneled behind the scenes. So when you think people are just so hot, it's like, are they really hot or are they really smothering the competition? But at the same time, you got the money, I can't hate on nobody that's got the money. If you ain't got the money, they're going to stay on top. It is what it is. But somebody's going to get the money and somebody's going to start paying. Okay. Now, Now this is interesting because now in that live stream, remember I mentioned the For Us By Us network, which is the FUBU network, right? Now, I'm going to show you something here. Here they are in Milan Christopher's comments with the 100. So they must have gotten that same email. They must have gotten that same email that the Zeus network is saying you cannot post. What is this? But this was some tea. Now, Milan had spilled some tea. Y'all just gotta, I'm just laying the pieces out there for y'all because that's what we do. And y'all can go and put the pieces together in your own head. Milan has spilled some tea and said that Krishan and Blueface are getting a show. And then 2 hours later, here we are. Look at this. The Neighborhood Talk posts Blueface baby mama will be making an appearance on the Real Side Chicks of Los Angeles For Us By Us network. A list of all our categories that are on our app: reality TV shows, movies, sitcoms, scripted series, sports, horror, uplifting, food, love, business, family, comedy, travel, kids, drama, action, religion, docs, talk shows, visual podcasts, coming soon, animation. Some of our content is for the select group of people who enjoy watching reality shows like Love and Hip Hop. If not interested in such programs, we have great selection of feel-good shows on the platforms. We always complain about representation and what ought to be seen and what should be produced about us. So now you have the platform that's going to cover all things us. Now let's see what we watch the most of. Numbers don't lie. Download the app on all devices now. Web app For Us By Us, Android mobile, iOS, Apple, blah, blah, blah. So here it is. So this is their first ad. So this lets me know, girl, they probably been trying to get over there to the Neighborhood Talk, and they couldn't get on at the Neighborhood Talk, but they had heard that that Krishan and Blueface got a show, and they said, we're going to come with that $10,000, and we're going to get posted on the ad too. And now we're going to promote everything we got. Oh, this business is a dirty, dirty game. The girls are dirty. The girls will try to smother you out. But they said, no. Blueface, they said, oh, Blueface out there filming for Zeus? Well, guess what? The Side Chicks of LA got Blueface baby mama on it. This is a mess. This is a mess. This is a mess. This is a mess. Somebody said, dang, they're I didn't know that there was a FUBU channel. You probably didn't know if people were being paid not to post them. I'm just saying. You know, there's a lot of other networks out there. So that's a lot of tea. This is all alleged. I don't know anything to be for sure, but girl, I got common sense and a little intuition, and I ain't stupid. Okay. So yeah, that is a mess. So it's all up to what y'all believe and what y'all think. But girl, at this point, I feel like I need to quit doing what I'm doing now and start me an Instagram blog. My God. How is reach? These blogs is reach. Can I get some money? Thank you. Okay. So it's up to y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. We'll take a couple calls. And girl, let's get into some things. I did a good breakdown of the story. How y'all feel about that? Okay, let's take a couple calls. Okay, hold on. All right. Girl, I have to sit up here and talk and entertain y'all. I mean, I could just grab some clips and post. Girl, I could be rich like that. Girl, y'all can drag people in the comments and not drag me. Golly, I'm in the wrong field. My God, I'm in the wrong field. People gonna be paying me to post. I'm here for the payola. Call me the payola platform. Pay me to post whatever, baby. We can spin all narratives for $10,000 a week, whatever narrative you want. We can spin a narrative, okay? Like a Tasmanian devil. Deposit your check. Let's start the spinning, baby.
Start your show now, press 1. To hear important instructions, press 2.
Your show is scheduled to start in 34 seconds.
Okay. Wow. 563-999-3658. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram too. That's where I'll be posting. So let's take this brief moment. If you haven't done so, click the link right here. It's right pinned at the top. You see where it says follow me on IG. Follow me on Instagram right now. I'm trying to get up there. I need 100,000 followers at least. Give me 50K. Come on, y'all. Okay, so I need y'all to follow me on Instagram right now. If you have not followed me, I know all of y'all not following me on Instagram. Stop playing. Click the link so I can start my payola business. Okay. Click the link and follow me. Okay. Area code. Well, I can't say the area code. Last 4 101809. You're live on the air.
Hey, Armon.
Hey, what's going on?
Okay, so I'm calling about Tiffany Haddish, and I think that the reason why she's addressing the video is because that's the only proof that's really out there that's damaging to her because people can see it. So she has to address it and distance herself from it. But it doesn't make it any better. She'd have did better to just not even release a statement.
Really? You don't think she should have said anything?
I think she shouldn't have said anything. I think a good lawyer would have told her not to say anything.
Until the case was over.
Yeah, because right now all you have is the court of public opinion, and we can talk all we want, but her saying something like that just is like when a kid does something wrong, and no, I didn't do it, he did it. Like I'm pointing the finger. That don't make her better.
Didn't it kind of feel like she was pointing the finger?
Yeah, she definitely was.
Where do you think she goes from here?
Well, she's kind of I don't think she's at the top of the movie goers list of, actresses anyway. I think she's pretty much coached the way she's doing. She's under Kevin Hart's wing. She's, favored by Tyler Perry. She's going to always have some kind of work that she's going to get. I'm not going to be, checking her out.
What if she had a comedy show or a tour or a movie special? Would you be buying tickets for Tiffany Haddish right now?
Absolutely not. She's not funny at all.
Okay. What about 5 years from now? We only get mad for about a week.
No, I don't dig her comedy either way it goes. This scandal right here only solidified for me the reason why I don't vibe with her, because clearly she's of a different type of person. So no, not a fan. Won't be buying. Never.
What about the people? Okay, let me ask you this. What about the people saying why are you mad at Tiffany Haddish? Aries Spears is the one who did it. It was his skit.
Oh, well, they're both wrong. But I never watched Mad TV. I think the first and last time I saw Aries Spears was, I'm old enough to remember when he was a teenager on Def Comedy Jam. So I remember him from back then. I haven't been a follower of Aries Spears either. So neither one of them is going to be, they're going to be right where they were, just somewhere coasting, just maintaining.
Thank you. Let's take another call. 0821, you're live on the air.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, Armon. I love your channel.
Thank you.
I love your channel so much. I love you. I've been watching your channel for years now.
Okay, period.
I do want to speak on the Tiffany Haddish. I don't know. I just feel with these celebrities, not all of them be going to jail. You feel me? Like, I don't know. I just feel like with Tiffany, she may not be going to jail, but like I feel like a settlement is coming, like in some sort of way. Like, I don't think it'll go to jail, but it's so unfortunate what happened to those kids. Like, she knew what she was doing. You feel me? Like, Aries Spears knew what he was doing. It's wrong, period. But jail, I don't know. It's pushing it. But a settlement, you know, people will be quiet, you know, if they get some sort of compensation. But I just want to speak on Zeus as well. You know, like, Zeus, they have money. They haven't done anything to Milan, you feel me, other than give him a job. Why is he so, like, upset still? You know, like, I don't know about the booze. They sounded kind of edited. But,
Okay.
like, all of these, you know, like, all of these little bootleg networks coming after Zeus, like, they're all trying to copy Zeus, like, period. Like, that's all I got to say, you feel me? Like, that's all I got to say, really, you know?
Period. Thank you for watching, period, okay? Those are your thoughts.
Period.
All right. Let's take another one. 6417, you're live on the air. Hello?
Hello?
Hey.
So I got to talk regarding Tiffany Haddish, regarding Tiffany, right? So, in regards, I'm nervous, excuse my nervousness, but like...
Yeah, you sound like you're underwater.
I'm not, I have AirPods in, so sorry about that.
Okay, yeah, I can't, okay, yeah, call back, I can't hear you. 6816, you're live on the air.
Hey, good evening, Armon.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, there's always so much going on, but first off, Armon, I really do love your channel, and I love your courage and your sense of who you are and how you need to run your business.
Yes.
I really do appreciate that. I just wanted to comment on the Tiffany piece, particularly her attorney, Andrew Bretler. I don't know if the folks in your chat are really up to date on who he is, but he represented Prince Andrew, you know, the Queen's son, and Chris North from Sex and the City and Armie Hammer. And most of his cases, he moves to settle immediately. And I believe in this case here, before Tiffany come back from Greece, she's going to settle. I don't know what Aries is going to do because based on the attorney's statement, he was only speaking for Tiffany. And based on Tiffany's statement, as you pointed out, she was distancing herself from Aries. And
didn't you feel that way? I felt that way too.
Absolutely.
I felt that, okay, I wasn't tripping then, and I wasn't reaching.
No, absolutely. She was putting herself in the alignment of a victim.
Yes. Yes, she was. Yes, she was.
And, you know, I saw, and I couldn't, just like so many others in the chat, I saw the beginning of the video, and she brings that little boy down the steps. And so there were some comments here in the chat that, yeah, she brought the children to Aries, and in that video, she's the one making the introduction. And I felt terribly bad for Tiffany at this point as well, because she didn't even apologize to the children nor to their mother, who is supposed to have been her friend. So thanks so much for taking my call. I appreciate being on.
Thank you. Thank you. That was a good call. Okay, 8832, you live on the air.
Hi, Armon. I love
Hey,
your show.
what's going on?
Nothing. So I just wanted to talk about Zeus. I don't know if this is going to last that long because it's a lot of people that have been coming out, like, exposing them. And I just feel like they're pretty...
Hello? I think Zeus will last. Here's the thing. I think Zeus will last, but I do think that, you know, I think they're on top right now, but I do think that you can only try to suppress the competition for so long. Like, if it's money, if it's money, it's going to be somebody else that comes along with some money and a budget and, you know, some quality content that's going to, you know, put out things like that. Like, you cannot buy the #1 spot. I mean, I guess you can if that's what you're doing now, but, you know, I watch Zeus Network. I watch Baddies. I watch, but I watch all of their shows. So, I've watched them like I watch cable. Like, there's that's part of my Sunday night routine. So I will be lying to you to say I don't sit up here and watch it. The last episode of the Bobby Purr was everything. I was on the floor. You hear me? I was on the floor. On the floor. That way, you know what I mean? It's a good show. So they got shows. I mean, we watch Zeus Network. And my thing is, everybody in this house got it. So meaning like, it ain't like, oh, we got one. No, I subscribe. My man is subscribed. So they getting the double doses out of us. You know what I'm saying? So, I watch it. I'm not going to even sit up here and act like I don't watch it. But I've been supporting Zeus Network from the Black China era. You know what I mean? And I brought a lot of people over to that, And so from then I've been, watching them and watching their shows. So, I do think that I don't like the idea, if it's true that they are not wanting other people to, they're paying for other shows not to get put on. And I get it, though. It's a business move. But when we start bragging about numbers and stuff, it's kind of like, okay, girl, you maybe only have these numbers because you're paying so that no one else. So, you're paying to not have competition. That's not really a flex to me. And I just have to that's not a flex. Okay, you're paying for the number one spot at this point. But anyway, 4696, you're live on the air.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
Not too much. I want to talk about Tiffany Haddish.
Okay.
That she is, I don't think she's going to go to jail. I agree with the person that called just before that she's going to end up settling. Because that was pedo porn. Especially at the end, because, a lot of people couldn't finish watching it. But if you did make it to the end and they showed the little boy fantasizing about the man,
that's so disgusting.
Pedophiles feel.
Hey, come on. You got to go because you just doing too much. 0393 on the air. She just gonna say every word. Hey, how's it going?
All right. Been watching for a minute. It's the first time I called in. So here's my thing about this whole Tiffany Haddish, Aries Spears thing. My frustration right now is that we continue as a community to just use our kids as just fodder for whatever we're trying to achieve. And then at the end of the day, we turn around and try to hide behind, comedy.
Okay.
And so my problem right now is that, we continue to subject our children to all of these things, and it goes back to the whole thing of what goes on in my house stays in my house. Saying everything is supposed to be private, and all of that stuff is private because we continue to allow adults to traumatize our kids, and the cycle continues and continues and continues. And when I'm thinking about Aries Spears and Tiffany Haddish, it's bringing me to this whole not the two really relate, but it's bringing me to this whole argument folks are having about what comedy is in terms of Dave Chappelle and Monique and D.L. Hughley and all this kind of stuff. It's comedy. You should be able to say this and that. Well, that's comedy, so you should be able to do this and that. Well, no, those are children. Those are children. And what you have done has traumatized them. They have to live with that for the rest of their lives. And now we have to sit back and say, well, it's just comedy. So they were trying to achieve this. No, excuse my language. Fuck that. Because it's not.
Thank you. 83. I'm going to let you guys go in a second. 8391. You're live on the air.
Hi, Armon. Can you hear me?
Hey, what's going on? Yes.
Nothing much. Okay, a couple of things. So let's start with the Zeus thing. I just think it's really sad because, at the end of the day, it's just keeping everybody down. This is part of the problem with us as a Black community. It's like there's room for everybody. You know what I mean? Why don't we
What do you mean? What are they? What do you mean by keeping everybody down? Elaborate. What do you mean? A little bit. What are you talking about?
doing extra, paying extra money to not be able to post the other ads.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I just think it's just really unfortunate because at the end of the day, this is part of the problem with Hollywood, is that, you know, there's only a certain amount of people who people let in, you know, and then us, we don't always help each other to get to that next level. And it's there could be 5 networks and you guys could all make a super network, you know? Anyway, I just wanted to say that on that. But, okay, so I'm just really interested in what Jason Lee is going to say. Did you see his post on Instagram?
Listen, I'm not getting into any of that. That is not my business. I don't care because, you know, I don't,
No,
you know, I'm not getting into that.
Yeah, because I just feel like my only thing is that, like, I did read her thing, and I feel like, you know, when she said how you said she put, I'm sad that I agreed to work, and at the end of the day, you supplied the kids too. You know what I mean? So I just feel like you've got to take accountability. It does suck because it was a dumb mistake. But at the end of the day, you've got to take accountability. You can't just act like it wasn't you. But yeah, that's all I had to say, love.
Thank you so much, Boo. Thank you. Let's get into another call. 8144, you're live on the air.
Hi, Armon. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. I feel like I just kind of wanted to speak on the topic with, first of all, Tiffany Haddish. I kind of feel like this, though. I agree with that previous caller when she had said that there has to be some type of settlement because I feel like between her and Aries Spears, even though she's not personally to me that funny, she has more of a career to lose, you know? So at this point, she needed to say something, but at the same time, I don't know what she said, you know, if that was the best thing to respond with, you know what I mean? So I kind of feel like at this point, she is going to start trying to distance herself as much as possible so she can salvage whatever career, you know, that she has. And then I also did want to make one comment on the Zeus, the whole Zeus situation. You were right, too. I actually subscribe to Zeus myself, my cousins, all of us, we all have our individual accounts. But at the same time, I kind of just feel like this. They can't try to monopolize the whole, like, streaming, you know, paying for service type of platform. It's going to make it a little bit harder because once you do that, and then let's say if other people start to click up and group together, it can kind of create this whole power struggle. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's coming, but because now people are starting to because now people are feeling frustrated. I mean, if that isn't true happening, like this is part of the industry, you know what I mean? And I think that people are going to start putting their resources together and start realizing that, hey, okay, so this is what's really happening behind the scenes. Like, and typically people can't come out and say, hey, they're paying the blog not to post me. You guys are going to just assume that they're haters or they're jealous or they're mad, when in reality, it's probably happening.
And then, you know what? That makes a lot of sense, too, because ever since, I would say, the previous season with Bad Boys, I haven't really seen Milan out there like that anyway. You know what I mean? Which is kind of weird. Seeing that, like, all the other Bad Boys cast members, they're kind of, like, out and about and working, you know?
Well, Milan started his own, show on his network, which, I think that's great for him. I think that the beef, though, like, let's just be done with it. And, like, you know what I mean? Let's just leave it all on the content floor. But I think what adds to the layer is that they're fighting over the name. And I think that Milan, probably maybe went too far with taking the name. And then, Milan was, at that point, but then you find out when you're trying to, get your stuff posted, then it's like, well, these same blogs now cannot post you because they're in contract with Zeus Network. And then when they're going to post, Zeus Network says, I'm going to give you more money not to post. So, if I'm the blogger, sorry, Milan, I have to take the 10K. You know
what? Zeus is starting to get they're starting to get super big now. They're kind of giving me like soft version of VH1.
It's like big fish. It's like big fish. It's like big fish eat little fish type vibes. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, it's like people don't want competition for real. But I get it.
Yeah, it's like I get it, but at the same time, it's like, look, if you have what it's supposed to be like popping, or if it's supposed to be like that, the it factor right now, you would need competition anyway, so people could actually
consciously make that decision versus you making it for them,
Yeah.
But yeah,
All right.
and then I just wanted to say, Armon, I love your show, but I was just kind of calling in and just wanted to speak on that really fast.
All right, thanks, Bill. All right, 3851, you're live on the air.
What's up, Armon?
What's going on?
I just wanted to talk about Tiffany Haddish. Now, the first thing that I think that she should have probably did was collaborate with Aries Spears and apologize to those children for making them feel any kind of way uncomfortable. If you can't collab with Aries Spears, then take it upon yourself to do it. You know what I'm saying? You are the bigger star than him. Then you should have just took responsibility. Then the fact that she paid the kids to give to their mother lets me know that you didn't have an agreement with their mother about payment. You know what I'm saying? If that's true. That's alleged. But I just think she had a responsibility to address those children and then take it from there. Let everybody know, if you made those children feel some type of way, you're going to do what you need to do to make it right. You know what I'm saying? And then as far as the Zeus stuff, I love it, but the FUBU channel need to be giving you a check because you let me know something that I didn't know nothing about. So
Listen, and this is what we want you to do. This is what I want all y'all to do. I want y'all to go over to the For Us By Us network, right, and be like, Armon sent me here. I've heard about you through Armon. That's what y'all can do for me. Yeah. Absolutely. Let them know so then once they get bigger, they don't play in our face. Like we didn't put people on. So tag them and let them know that how we run it up over here. Let them know Armon sent me. Armon. I heard about you guys and tag at the Armon Wiggins Show, and that's how we do that.
Yep.
I need each and every one of y'all to do that. Yes. Yep. Also. Yeah, so yes, if y'all love me, y'all will go do that for me. But thank you guys so much. Thanks, Bill.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I think that y'all should let them know. Y'all heard, listen, Armon let me know. He put me on to y'all, because sometimes people like to play in our face over here. And then sometimes we put a lot of people on to people and people like to play in our face. So let them know. Armon has sent us. Okay, let them know. All right, Jenny Jobette, whatever, says Tiffany and Aries knew what they did when they sat down with their team throughout the entire process of creating the skit, from the pre-work, during, and after the skit. There's no excuse. Okay, it's called the For Us By Us Network on Instagram. Let me show y'all the thing so y'all can, so we can do this the right way. Y'all need to go over there and let them know that the girls like, hey, hold on. Because y'all know y'all going to be here for that Krishan stuff. I mean, for that Blueface Baby Mama stuff. Because I think I'm going to go ahead and watch that too. It's no shade. Hold on. Okay. Let them know. Yeah, I'm going to put the link right here on Instagram. Let them know that I sent y'all. Oh, let me show y'all. Let them, I probably should follow them back, huh, child? Okay, let them know that, the girls are over here and sent y'all. Period. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, what's the other thing? Let me take another call. Yeah, we'll take a little quick second so y'all can get that done. And then, I'll take another call. 6417, you live on the air.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
So about Tiffany Haddish.
Oh, no, you were cussing on my thing. 3016, you live on the air.
Hey, Armon, how you doing?
Good. How are you? What's going on, Lisa?
Good. Nothing much. I just wanted to throw a little bit out here. I was listening to you about the Tiffany Haddish thing. So why people sue civilly rather than criminally is because if they are not able to get a criminal indictment. So a DA will tell you, we don't have enough evidence, or we might not be able to prove this case. They'll say, but in a civil lawsuit, it's preponderance of the evidence, so just 51% rather than beyond a reasonable doubt. So, and my understanding is Jane Doe is self-representing. So she's representing herself and her little brother because she has custody of the little brother because the mom has had some mental health issues after all the result of all of this stuff. So that's why she went civilly, and they've been trying to get the LA County DA to pick this up for some time now. So we're still not sure where that's going to end up, right? I just feel like, as far as Tiffany's culpability in this, if it's true that she was friends with the family and if she was friends with the mom and all this stuff, those kids did not just get there. They didn't just grab the bus and go to Aries Spears' house. You know what I'm saying? So they had to be brought there or invited there. And so if that's true, then she would have been the one to supply the children for this skit, for this whatever. And reportedly, now we'll see, but reportedly the mother was told it was going to be a Nickelodeon sizzle reel.
Mm-hmm.
So it was supposed to be something they would present to Nickelodeon, not all of this. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know where it's all going to, but to me, that apology that she put out, the lawyer should have probably had her word that either a little different or something, because that pretty much just says, yeah, I was there, but she's going to try to throw Aries under the bus and be like it was all him. There's no way. You can't. There's no way that you could do that. Like, you were grown, fully grown when this was done. This was done in 2013. You were already on Real Husbands of whatever, Beverly Hills. It was on BET. You were on the OWN network. You were getting on NBC. Like, your career was beginning to take off. And this got taken down off of Funny or Die right after Girls Trip came out. So her star went up, and then all of a sudden this comes down off the internet. So there's just too many coincidences here for me not to be able to say she has some responsibility. And I feel like we have to hold black women and black men responsible. And I'm a black woman, so I feel like we should be holding our sisters responsible for their part when this messery and tomfoolery happens like this. You can't just skate by just because you're a black woman. I'm not trying to hear it no more. You don't get to do that.
Wow.
That's how
so what happens to her career from here?
I don't know, because you know what? We tend to forgive and forget. And I'm not saying she don't deserve forgiveness, but I don't know what happens. I don't know what happens to her career right now. I mean, we're real mad about this right now, but if this doesn't stay in our face and we don't keep it up, then, a week from now, is this going to blow over? I don't know.
Yeah.
And then maybe pop up 2 years from now. I mean, we have a very short attention span. And, Blueface could act up again, or Christian could act up again, and then all of a sudden we just off onto something else. So I think the career, I think we need to really look at it. Don't forget, though, too, Def Jam 25. Have you seen the clip where she's talking about bring your child to work day, and that was one of her favorite times because the girls would bring their sons to bring your child to work day, and she'd be like, hey, little boy, you like adults? That's a whole skit. It's all over. She said that, and we all laughed at this stuff before. Like, that's the other thing we got to think about. We got to stop laughing at this kind of mess. We got to stop. It's not funny. It's not funny to make our children into objects of desire by an adult.
No.
So that's how I think about it. That's what I think about it, child.
I'm not here for it. I was uncomfortable. All right, Lisa. Thanks for calling in.
It was horrible.
Yeah, I didn't like it at all.
Okay. All right, hon. All right, you have a good
Love
one.
you.
Good to see you.
You too. Love you. Bye.
Too. Okay, hon.
Okay,
Bye.
so listen, guys. They said you can't comment. So what we gonna do? Yeah, I spelled neighbor wrong. I did. But listen, guys, go on to the neighborhood talk. Go under their post and go under the Blueface baby mama post. I don't know. We'll have to see why people can't comment. Go under this post. You should be able to comment there. See, you can add a comment and just tag me. Let's do that now. Yes, everybody, let's do that now while I go and verify if you can. Just let them know that I sent you, because I think that that's, you know, a good thing to do. That was a great observation, caller. And why can't you comment? I can comment on their post. Maybe you have to be following them. Oh, maybe you have to be following the comment. I don't know, because I definitely can comment on there. They have comments on their post, child. They said they comment on your first post. Okay, so make sure y'all comment and tag me, because I don't see the tags. Y'all are trying it. You can definitely comment. All right. Anyway, you guys will figure that part out. Oh yeah, I see somebody had tagged me. Period. Okay. You have to probably follow them. Okay. But anyway, just tag me in the neighborhood talk one's child. You can comment on there. Or go to the they said go to the second post and comment. Oh, they have to be following you. Okay. Okay. Well, the neighborhood talk, child. Go on to there. I put the link there and comment. Okay. So mention me in the comment and tag them, and girl, let's just get it popping. All right. So listen. I am finna wrap up and get out of here, so I need y'all to do that. I love you guys all. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. If you guys didn't get through, you know, super chats will always come to the top. Thank you guys for calling in. We have been on here for a little bit over an hour and a half. You don't have to follow the neighborhood talk in order to comment. Okay, stop playing. Do that. And yes, are you going to interview Krishan and Blueface? I don't know, child. I don't know. Maybe one day. Somebody said, "What's the tea on Tasha K?" Did you watch the Tasha K interview? I did watch the Tasha K interview. It was 3 hours too long. Here's my thoughts on the Tasha K really quick. I thought it was a decent interview. I think Tasha K was all over the place. I thought she was a cackle. I thought that she was doing a little bit of overkill, trying to make it seem like that it was just such a safe space to be on her platform. Like, girl, you're exploiting this woman too. I felt like Jessica Reed was in full character. And I felt like she was trying to like make sure that Tasha K stayed on task, because Tasha K was all over the place, and she was so excited to have the interview, and she kept trying to make it seem like it was such a safe space, and everybody else was using her. And I'm just like, girl, if you don't shut up, because you're doing the same thing, and just interview, because you are sending me. And then she would go from here to there. It was like, it was long. You had to kind of cipher through a lot of stuff. But all in all, something happened. I don't know what. But it was a solid interview. I just think Tasha K is the key. She's a cackle. But anyway, and I think that her compassionate tea, or her, you know, like her empathetic tea, is some of the fakest stuff I've ever seen in my life. Tasha K cares about nobody. Okay, she doing all that. Oh, Jessica, get to the mic. Yeah, the mic. Oh, no, the mic. Yes, and you know, this is a safe space. Oh. I don't want you to break down like this. The mic. We got to get this story, but you okay? Like, girl, shut up. Just shut up. But anyway, she's the key. She's the key. But anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. I love y'all. See y'all soon. Peace out.